Hi everyone. I just had a quick question I wanted to answer today, or at least attempt to answer. What exactly happens in a head trash clearing session? What exactly do you do? Is this meditation? It's really hard to really define what I do, so I'll try to best explain a session to you. So when a session begins, I'm basically talking to the person, see what's going on in their life right now. Where are they stuck? Where is this creating confusion, doubts? And I'm really starting to tune into their perfect spirit. That I see everyone has a perfect spirit that knows the way forward, but this mind, this busyness up here, is blocking you from hearing this voice. So eventually I'll dive deep into a trance state and just share words from my perfect spirit that's connected to your perfect spirit to unlock this mind. And everyone has a different experience when this happens, when their perfect spirit takes over. Do they see gold lights, purple lights? What do they feel? It's really hard to explain because it's all different. It's beyond a normal meditation that it's energetically removing it. And some people describe my experience as a John of God type of experience, where my healing team, these subtle beings that come forward, and why not I experience them myself? Because I'll listen back to my channeled healing meditations. One time I felt like someone was cutting my back open. It didn't really hurt like a real surgery. I just felt this incision being made in my back. Felt like something was being pulled out, and then I felt myself being restitched or resealed back. It just lasted a few minutes, but it was really unusual. But I felt a lot lighter after that, almost like a dark entity was removed. That's the best way I can describe it. But I've witnessed many miraculous transformations, from a cancer patient with stage 4 to somebody with so severe social anxiety they couldn't get a job. Now they're back in society fine. The cancer patient is home healing, making this miraculous recovery. That a miracle is simply a welcomed event that does not follow natural or scientific laws and is therefore attributed to a divine authority. The divine authority is your perfect spirit. If we can get this offline, the head trash cleared out, then we allow your spirit to take over. For you live in this body. You know it the best, but the mind's creating all that confusion, all that doubt. If we can bring this mind into a place of stillness, of peace, then we allow the spirit, your perfect spirit, to take over. Because the spirit knows the way. It's not guessing, it simply knows the way forward. This is constantly guessing. And it's usually guessing 20, 30 different ways at a time, where this is giving you one true steady path to do this, to do that, and just leading you down here. So what I basically do is I just clear that head trash so your spirit can take over. So I see that there's 5 levels of head trash, essentially empty, no head trash. Very few people are there. I even ran into meditators of 20, 30 years that still have some head trash because they're locked into their rituals, their meditation rituals. Then we go to waste paper basket, usually younger adults, maybe with some social anxiety, some panic attacks, just minor stuff. This waste paper basket. Then a lot of adults are at trash can level of head trash, where they have a lot of doubts about themselves, some self-confidence issues. Maybe they have an autoimmune disease, some element of self-criticism. They have some element there that's bothering them. It's a waste. It's a trash can. Then we go to the dumpster when they're a little more sick, a little more depressed, if you will, a little more, it's hard to describe, that dumpster, just more of it. I could best describe the landfill. I was at the landfill level. I had 5 incurable diseases. I had PTSD. I had social anxiety. I really hated life. But now I completely flipped that around in 2012 when I healed myself of everything. Then all these gifts came online. It's like, well, how can I best serve the world? And it came to me to help people to step into their own power, to know themselves as perfect spirit. Because spirit knows the way. Spirit is constantly shining a light. The spirit is our lighthouse. It never goes dark. The darkness is coming from the mind. So it's really a dark night of the mind, for the soul never goes dark. So I simply pierce through the darkness of the mind and go right to spirit, and I'll let you to see that light within yourself, to pierce through all this confusion, clarity. So I work with people 1, 3 months, 6 months, a year to really peel off all these layers. And for some people, they do less time. Maybe they have a landfill, but they choose 3 months because they got 13 weeks of channeled meditations. And that works for them if they're willing and diligent to do that work. This works for them, where they can keep doing these channeled meditations, because it doesn't have to be live. The energy is still relevant, but everything is energy. Time and space are simply a human element. So hopefully that's giving you some clarity. You can read some of the testimonials on my site, Sam the Miracle Man. I just have a few on there. I guess eventually I'll keep adding more, more and more, so I eventually get to hundreds of them, I guess. I don't know. This is all I do now. This feels like my calling. Helping people get into their space of perfect spirit. That I was in the corporate space for over 20 years as a very sick, disabled man. But I got rid of all this junk in my head. And now I just help people transform themselves because they live in their body. That's where real healing happens, is from within you. For you live in this body. You know it the best. So keep believing in you and keep taking time to relax. You can find more about me over at Sam the Miracle Man. You can listen to all my interviews. There's probably more interviews than videos on this channel right now. But it took me a few years before I really got my strength, if you will, into clearing head trash. So take care of yourself. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to create videos on them, on ways that I can help you. Alright, wishing you much peace and blessings. Bye for now.